is Fantastic Four First Steps. And if you're new here, you're probably going to be like, hey, Tony, did you review the other Fantastic Fours? Yes, I reviewed all the Fantastic Fours with our special guest, very famous mint salad and innocent man, Riley, aka Young Clipper. Hello.
Hello.
It's clobbering time.
Welcome,
Riley, who I just defended again for the millionth time. I went on All Apologies podcast talking about the Eric July drama, and I
Thank you, Tony.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I'm not guilty yet.
You're not guilty. I'm sure you will be if you work hard enough.
Tony, as his lawyer, maybe you want to advise him on what to say, what not to say.
No, you can't really stop that, Gil.
And I would do it again, Your Honor. Twice.
No, he's gonna go where he's gonna go. You just have to angle it away from you so you don't get in trouble. Anyway, yes, the new Fantastic Four. I got to see this early. I get to see things early now. It's awesome. I saw this with Monica. We showed up 5 minutes. We showed up 5 minutes late because there was construction. Luckily, the first 5 minutes of the movie was online, so I'm like, oh, thank God, I didn't miss too much. But we walked in, we missed check-in. I didn't get my free poster, and we sat in the very front row. So we watched the whole movie at an angle. It was
you didn't have to watch a half-hour previews and ads?
No, it started because it's like an exclusive early screening. So it started at 7 and we got in at like 7:05. So yeah, we fucked up. So yeah, we got to see it at a weird, awkward angle. Why is my slideshow still there? Look how excited I am. I love taking
your hand looks so weird.
I love taking neutral selfies. So then people just project what they think I think of the film onto it. But yeah, this is the latest Fantastic Four movie. It's in the MCU, but not their main continuity. I think it's the first time they're doing something like this. It tells the story of Galactus. Fantastic Four have to.
Doctor Strange had 838. This is 828. But the Doctor Strange Fantastic Four character, Reed Richards, was from 838. I don't know if it's the first time.
But I'm saying this is the first movie that takes. This is the first movie that takes place like exclusively in another universe.
Okay.
Yeah. Because Doctor Strange,
we went to a different universe. Yeah.
They have to stop Galactus, and I really, really like this story. It's a famous Fantastic Four story, obviously, the coming of Galactus. And last time they did this, they turned him into a cloud. And if you watched our episodes, none of us were a fan of. Oh, I'm sorry. He was a fiery figure inside the cloud. I guess that's a technicality. He was a cloud. It sucked. Spoiler, guys. I actually really, really enjoyed this. As a big fan of the Fantastic Four, it looked how I wanted it to look, except for the things wearing a shirt. I got kind of thrown off on that. The feel was 100% right. It knew it was cheesy, but not in a way where it was making fun of the source material. It was having fun with the cheesiness, kind of like the early MCU before they got a little too cynical and had to keep pointing everything out. I thought it was mostly cast well. The story was really solid. I really, really enjoyed it. I think this is the Fantastic Four movie I've always wanted. There were just two issues. His stupid fucking mustache and the Silver Surfer being a woman for absolutely no reason. Why would they ruin the movie with this? Other than that, I had a great time. I love seeing Galactus on the big screen done right. Wish he was there with the real Silver Surfer. And again, I will kick off anyone who says there's a lady Silver Surfer in the comics. I will kick you off the street. They should have just did it the right way. Going down the list, we'll get to our special because everyone wants to know what Mint Riley had to say. We have to work up to that. Joey C, what did you think?
Yeah, this was probably like the third Pedro movie that I saw that week. And goddamn, at the very fucking least, he showed some sort of emotion in this movie, in some parts of it. The guy is so fucking dry. Of course, we talked about Galactus. In the review, I talked about how Galactus, like the most powerful fucking being ever, is a fucking cloud. It actually felt dangerous. So I'm very happy with that. And I think the storyline was cool with like the baby. That was fun. I never read the comics, so this was all brand new to me. The action was pretty fun. The one thing I will say, though, is I did think it was like 20 minutes too long. From what I understand, I think it was under 2 hours, but it did feel about 20 minutes.
They cut John Malkovich out for you, and you're still complaining?
Still complaining. I did love the retro futuristic style of the set. That is fantastic. And their chemistry, I thought, was a breath of fresh air.
I will say Pedro Pascal did play the part well, but literally anyone could have played it just as well, but probably better. His name is Sean Krasinski. Gil, what did you think?
I loved it. I thought it was awesome. I think setting it in another universe was a really smart move.
It's refreshing, not having to know everything. Yeah,
exactly. Well, I've always contended that I don't think you actually need to know everything, but it's a fear that people have. They think they do, and it's intimidating. But this movie, with the marketing and with showing people this is not the standard universe, it makes it very clear you don't need to know everything. Yeah. But even beyond that, being in another universe means you get to do something that looks and feels a little bit different. Like Joey, you mentioned the retro future feel, I thought was so cool, just bringing a different vibe. And also getting a story where this world is not populated by a bunch of superheroes. You've got 4 superheroes. And being in another universe, I actually believed in the stakes. Because I was like, it's another universe. They could destroy the world. Maybe they will. So Galactus actually feels like a legitimate threat. And even having said that, I mean, how many times have we seen the world is at stake, the universe is at stake? But I think tying it to that personal decision of are we going to sacrifice our baby, number one, adds the complexity of you have the smartest person in the world who's usually very logically oriented, and logic would say, the math would say, of course you sacrifice the baby to save the entire world. So it adds that interesting wrinkle, and it takes that kind of nebulous world-ending stakes and makes it actually personal to these characters. Yeah. And like you guys already mentioned, the chemistry. I love these characters. So when something is personal to them, then it becomes personal to me. I get bought into it. It's the first time in a while I felt real stakes in a Marvel movie. And, you know, Marvel said, new strategy. We're going to start, instead of making bad stuff, we're going to try making good stuff. I thought Thunderbolts was good. I thought this was even better. So I'm optimistic. I'm very excited.
They haven't shaken off too much of the old strategy, because why is the Silver Surfer a woman? Crystal.
Boys Month is not for another 2.5 hours.
Thank you, Gil.
What did you think?
I liked it. I liked it a lot. I love the new universe. I love that retro futuristic feel. I thought that was really freaking cool. I want to live there now. I love the characters. I think the character chemistry was great. I think the acting was good. It was a good feel movie. It was just a nice, good Marvel family. And I hate happy, friendly, family happy movies, but this one has more depth in it. Depth in it. Thank you. And I actually got, when I was watching the movies, there was a father and a must be like a 10-year-old boy, and they were the nerdiest people I have ever seen and heard in my life, where they're like, oh, that happened in comic in this one, and then that's happening in this comic, and blah blah blah. And they're like, oh wait, no, that's that. And I was like, this felt really cool though, because it was such a really cool bonding experience to see with a good movie with the father and the son. And then we were waiting for the credits, because everyone knew that you guys both saw both credit.
Yes.
Right.
The second one was dumb, but yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. The first one, they were like, "Is it gonna happen? Is it Doctor Strange? Is it Doctor Strange?" Oh, they were both freaking out. Or Doctor Doom. Sorry, my brain is Doctor Strange.
Was
sorry, no, Doctor Doom. Sorry. Oh, I thought Doctor Strange.
What a disappointment if Doctor Strange shows up. You're like, oh yeah, we already knew about him.
Yeah, right. No, they were like, "Oh my God, Doctor Doom." And so that was really cute, but everyone was waiting for that second after credit, and we're like, what's it going to be? That's interesting. And then it was the dumbest thing in the world. Everyone's like, wait, we waited for this? What the fuck?
Yeah.
So that was the one disappointment where you're just like, fuck, why'd you ruin that whole experience for us to wait around all that time to wait for that? But overall, I thought it was really cool. I didn't have a problem with the female Silver Surfer. I did have a problem. What? Well, why did you have a problem with it, Tony?
It's just the story was it is the Silver Surfer. And I'm like, this is so great. Why is she a lady?
He's a boy. He's a boy, Crystal.
Yeah.
That's all he's
to
got.
be a man.
That's it?
Silver Surf her is what I kept saying in the theater. Okay.
You know what I would have liked?
What?
Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards and Silver Surfer. That would have made it even better.
There you go. But would it have had the same, out of curiosity, would it have the same effect with the ending where she sacrificed herself? I mean, yes, a father can do that, but then there's like that motherly love of like to sacrifice herself, like for her child, for being a mother. I feel like there was a very big similarity between the mothers because they have the daughter. I know the one's a son, but it's
But he was a boy, the Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's
I
the
know.
Silver Surfer, man, Norrin Rad. Mint, what did you think of Fantastic Four First Steps?
Well, I enjoy it being the introductory of Franklin, and I'm excited to see him in sequels. I felt like this movie was mostly just to introduce Franklin. It's a good Fantastic Four. I like Galactus as he's not a cloud. However, I wish Galactus was bigger and he was just chomping on planets with his mouth. Like
Well, he doesn't really. He's never really done that. He's never eaten a planet with his mouth.
But I think he did that though. Like he took the planet as like a hoagie sandwich and he like jumped right into it. Like I wish that's what he did.
Maybe he could do that to a smaller planet. I don't know.
But overall I enjoyed it. I liked the action. Pedro Pascal, it was whatever. I'm not a huge fan of his casting. I felt like the poster showed him with a just clean shaven side, like cheeks, like he still had the mustache, but I felt like the entire movie he had that like 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah, he doesn't shave anymore because he looked stupid in Wonder Woman. Apparently, it's part of his contracts now. That's not a joke.
Really?
Wow.
Like,
Whoa.
that's so stupid. Well, then you know what? He should do what Cesar Romero did and put flesh-colored paint over the mustache. That's when Cesar Romero played the Joker. He didn't want to shave the mustache, and they were like, "Good, we'll put the white paint over the mustache."
I think
Well,
Silver Surfer
no.
would have looked great with that little mustache.
He
Yeah.
didn't just grow a real beard for The Last of Us either. He still just looks exactly like Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
So he won't go either way. He won't shave it or grow it anymore.
By the way, chat, if you want to have some fun, look up Pedro Pascal's father and why he no longer lives in America. Go down
Oh
that
my
rabbit hole.
God.
Go down that
Tony.
rabbit hole.
Oh God, I don't know
Tony.
this. I'm gonna look
Oh,
this
go
up.
down that rabbit hole. Riley, what did you think of Fantastic
Okay.
Four First Steps?
You've all said all the nice things. I agree, generally speaking, with most of the things you've said.
Yeah.
My problem with it is that other than teasing us with the name Franklin Richards and a baby, right? All the story beats are the same as Rise of the Silver Surfer. It's almost a reboot of that movie.
Yeah.
Like you have the
it's based off
relationship
the same
between
story arc, so
right. Well, and yes, and we all know that, and it's been done in the cartoons. It's been done in Rise of Silver Surfer. We've had the origin in 2.5 movies. It just left me wanting like a new thing. There's nothing new in it. I came away from it thinking like it's a competently made film that I wouldn't watch again because I've seen it 5 times my entire life. I've only seen this story. No one has even gotten. If you remember correctly, Tony,
yeah.
Eoin Gruffard has said that his movies were supposed to be a trilogy.
Mhm.
And I feel like I'm just as blue-balled as I was after there wasn't a third Fantastic Four in the 2000s. With
Well,
this one, it's like there's
does
no.
that- sorry. I was gonna say, does Deadpool and Wolverine count as a third one? Because they just say he died.
Right. I mean, no, it's. I don't know. I'm just waiting for a new story. This didn't give me one. I was
But
really
you-
excited at the Franklin name drop because I kind of thought it'd be like a last part of the movie pregnancy, not like the whole story. So they did a good job hiding that from me. That was cool. But I don't know.
Okay, so are you fine with the team though and everything in the world? Like you want to see a new story in this universe?
Yeah.
You don't want them
like
to
it'd be
start
cool
over.
if they were fighting Mole Man, or if they were fighting the
Which-
Red Ghost, or if they were fighting, outside of a joking reference to them. It'd be cool if it was a different story. Galactus could have come way later. in the MCU.
I
Fantastic.
agree they might have jumped the gun, but I was just glad they did it right. Speaking of Mole Man, as someone who did miss the beginning, I assume he was in the beginning.
Yes, very briefly.
The preview that they put online, I don't think he's in that. So me and Monica are there, and he just shows up randomly at one point. We're like, oh, I guess Mole Man's in the movie. Like, we were totally taken off guard, but that's because of us showing up late.
Yeah. But like that guy could have been the B plot villain of a different movie about Puppet Master or something. I don't know. I get it. They had to do Galactus right because that's most of the selling point of the movie is we did it right this time.
And I think he nailed it. I love Ralph Ineson. I'm glad they got him to be Galactus. I like that he actually wore a practical suit. I mean, obviously they CGI'd him, but like when they were doing the motion capture, he actually got in a Galactus suit. Oh, that's cool.
Min has no idea what she's talking about. The scale was perfect.
The scale was great, dude. I loved when they went to his ship. The sound design. I love when his eyes kicked in. The sound was so great in this movie.
Did you see the comparison pictures of how much gets cut off when you see it on a standard screen versus IMAX? That made me. I didn't get to see it on IMAX. We weren't able to get tickets. It made me regret it. I might even go see it again because it did look like a lot bigger.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Real quick, because you know a little bit more than me. I like Fantastic Four, but it's been a minute since I went through the comics. Natasha Lyonne's character, is she from the comics? Was that like a character from the? Because she's not the other girl. She's not.
I don't even remember her name. Yeah, she's not Alicia Masters at all.
And
or she is. I didn't hear them say her name in the movie. Did you guys hear them say a name?
Natasha Lyonne's not Alicia Masters.
Okay.
She
could have been.
No, Riley. They can't have Natasha Lyonne play Alicia Masters because the last time she played a blind person in a Marvel movie, we got Blade Trinity. So that would have been really bad. No one wants to remember Blade Trinity when you're trying to sell a new Marvel movie. That's the last movie you want to think about.
Well, I was happy to see her in it because I'm a big Natasha Lyonne fan, but I think they cut out all of her in Ben's B plot.
Yeah. Again, like what you call it, the red what's his name, Red Ghost or whatever. He was
John
cut out.
Malkovich was apparently in a whole sequence, and they filmed it and everything.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll put that on the home release.
Pinkman already said they're not doing any director additional stuff because the VFX would be very expensive.
Oh yeah, that would
take that with whatever.
I like. By the way, apparently there's controversy over Ben Richards' rock beard. I like the rock beard. Are we all pro rock beard? I thought that was fun.
I liked it.
Yeah, beards are cool.
I thought it was cool. I just don't know why he was wearing a shirt. It's just weird to see the thing with a shirt.
Let him be human. He wants to.
He didn't know how to handle the nipples.
Yeah.
He couldn't have rock nipples.
You would make him feel so self-conscious. He walks into a room with a shirt and you're like, what are you doing? Stop pretending to be normal, you weirdo.
And he wore a cool hat when he walked around. He looked super like spiffy, you know?
Yeah.
And that's how you know he's flirting with the girl, you know, it's all spiffy like, just with his rock face. Great.
He when he was wearing that like overcoat, really reminded me of Ninja Turtles. Whenever you would see like Raph walking around.
By the way, I think Ninja Turtles got that from Fantastic Four initially because I think Ben Richards wore that in the old comics when he would like walk around.
Oh, so they were ripping off Daredevil and Fantastic Four?
Huh?
They were ripping off Daredevil and Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Probably ripping off everything they could.
And what was it? What was this? Cerberus, the Aardvark? They were ripping off that too. Ninja Turtles is very derivative. It's great. I love it. I love those comics. But no, I had a really, really great time with it. It was refreshing. I'm excited to see where they go with it. I mean, it's not the greatest thing in the world. And if you guys are wondering why I didn't do Eddington, it's because I can only do one Pedro Pascal movie a month. And because me, Mint, and Riley did really well with the other Fantastic Four episode, it had to be Fantastic Four. I feel but I love Ari Aster, and I feel really bad that I missed Eddington, even though Joey C told me it sucked.
Bro,
but Joey C loves Casper, A Spirit of Beginning.
Yo,
so
come on now.
So I will see it when it hits video. It'll be on the end of the year wrap up. But yeah, I guess
somebody I know in real life messaged me and said, "Bro, this is just like that Dick Maddox beef." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like pitching Eddington to me. So I'm like, whatever that means. I really
want to see it.
It's like Burr and Hamilton. It's an archetype, classical storytelling, right? Do you guys think that Vanessa Kirby's Sue Storm here is going to have like on-camera sex or off-camera sex with Namor? Like when she cheats on Pedro Pascal.
God, I hope on screen.
Why aren't we doing more of that, guys? Come on.
They got to bring her over, and then they have to remind everyone who Namor is because everyone's already forgotten Black Panther
Just
2.
do a new one. New Namor, new universe.
But yeah, Fantastic Four. I think it's a win. Obviously, not the greatest thing ever. You can wait till video. But for me, I really, really enjoyed it. Someone likes Fantastic Four. This is great. Wish someone else was Reed Richards. Which we had a real Silver Surfer. But yeah, let's bring our boy Manny back in.